The game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Rams at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
But they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. In order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. That's underneath to Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Down. Let's go. Go set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rashad Bateman, 41 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Odafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Hand off right side to Pierce. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 38, Rams nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Right. Strike. Check. Strike.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
This is caught. Touchdown. Danny Gray. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have got it on cruise control. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. And he lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Cardinals 52, Rams nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to Gainwell here on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw going to be caught by Davis. Touchdown, L.A. Gabriel Davis, 60 yards. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
To kick off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Hey, close to you.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, Lance. Looking deep downfield. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Bateman with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Cards get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back to Gainwell here on second down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 83 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast into the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Throwing is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score Cardinals 66, Rams 7. To kick off for Arizona.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for Rams. First down. First and 10.
On the draw, Gainwell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready. Take 22.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And they will take a knee here.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Arizona, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the loser.